Hey Logan, this is Adrian Gomez. Thanks so much for sending these in, and apologize for not getting back to you quicker. Um, this has been nuts for all of us. And so I wanted to get into this back leg, and I'm trying to find this angle. It's got to be a little bit longer. We're going to do power to the back leg first. And let's see here. About 126 out of that back leg. And so you can see it from this side as you come and squat. You could squat that 126. We've got to get, in order to get down to make a difference in that squat, you've got to squat about 3 or 4 inches into your back hip. And so a lot of that is hamstring strength, quad strength, the glutes. So any kind of strength you can build in your lower half, that's going to help you squat. And so let's talk about the direction of where I want you to squat. I want your butt to go back behind this heel. So technically your back hip should look like this. So it's a little bit lower, so we want that hip to go down to that line. I'd like to see 100, below 110. And if you can do that, it's going to be a game changer. All right, next one we're going to talk about is the knee over the ankle. And right now, as you throw, I don't see a huge movement in that front knee, which is what I want to see. I want to see continuity in the front knee. I want to see, really no movement at all. And you're doing a pretty good job of that. So there's no internally rotated front knee, which is positive. As you step, and this is where you're going to be able to increase a lot of your velocity. Let's see here. Take it from that knee up to the hip. We're about 84 degrees from knee to knee. And this angle is important in determining how far you drive. So you should be driving as far as you are tall, at least as far as you are tall. So what I'd like to see is if you could increase 1 foot of movement forward with that front foot. How are you going to do that? Well, number one, we're going to increase that squat, right? You're going to squat better. And when you squat better, you're going to drive further. So the farther you drive, the greater this angle increases and the harder you throw. So there's a win-win in all of this. So we got to increase that back leg squat first. And then from there, we're going to extend a little bit further. And then that angle will improve, and then velocity will improve as well. So there's some drills for that. Power to the back leg and the angle at foot strike. Those are gonna be big ones for you. Off the top of my head, I'm thinking box drill 1, box drill 2, walking marshals, walking torques, walking windups. All of those momentum drills are going to help you get a little bit further, and you can measure. What I'd like you to do is pull out that measuring tape and measure yourself and see where you're missing some of this velocity. Okay, so that's the lower half. Upper half is we're gonna look at posture at ball release. I think the ball's coming out there. So posture ball release, you're in this position right here. Let me do one so it's not so confusing. And what's happening is your legs up here, and you have a huge head tilt back. And so what I'd like you to do, and this is unorthodox, and most pitching coaches are not going to tell you to do this. And that's why I think where we differ. I want you to put that spine a little bit further back, so that if your spine was on that line, there'd be minimal head movement. It'd be from here to there, we're trying to minimize that head movement. So I'd like you to stay back a little bit. I think there's a lot of people out there who would say, I don't want your chin in front of your, or behind your belly button, but I think you're a B posture, almost a C posture. So what that tells me is this is how you throw, and I want to build the engine around how you throw. So let's try that. See if it it's something that you can try and potentially not use it, but I like you to at least try. All right. So that's posture at ball release. And your release point is over your front foot. Okay. Right.